Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Haider Zubair Khan. Today we are going to look at CIE ICT paper 3-2 of May-June 2016. In this video we are going to continue with the spreadsheet. So let's start. Download the question paper first and the source file. You have to first extract the folder that you have downloaded, the source files. Right click, extract them. Now this is the folder that has been extracted. Fine, let's start with the questions. Task 2. You are going to prepare a spreadsheet for the Goa Elephant Sanctuary to manage employees' wages. Use the most efficient formula. Display all currency values in Indian rupees to 2 decimal places, for example, as shown. Using a suitable software package, load the file. What does it mean? It means like you have to first open the software that you are going to use, and that is Excel in this case. Now open this file 1632sheet.csv. This file is located in the folder, this folder that we have that we got after extraction. Okay, so go to file, this one, open, click on browse, go to the location where your files are, click on all files. You will see here Excel files. Right now there is no Excel file because it's CSV file, so click on all files. You will see all of the files there. It says 1632.sheets.csv, this one. Click open. Okay, so after you have opened the file, just continue with the next question. It says save this file as a spreadsheet with the file name 1632 and your center number and candidate number. Fine. So what I suggest you is that save all your files in a folder, in a specific folder. Just click on file menu, click on save as, and then click on browse, and then you can just save all the files on the desktop. You can make your own folder. Okay, you can just save all your files there. Fine. It says save as 1632, then your center number. If your center number is SA181, then you will type SA181, and then your candidate number, and that will be assigned to you by the Cambridge. For now, I'll just take an example as ZZ999 as the center number and 9999 as the candidate number. Make sure you are saving it in the format of the software, which means like Excel for this case. Click on save. Now it says place an automated file name which includes the file path on the left in the footer. So just go to insert tab, click on header and footer, go to the footer, click here in the footer. It says on the left in the footer includes the file name and file path. After you have clicked here, just click on the header and footer tools. You will find their file name and file path. Just click on file path. File path already consists of file path and file name. So that's it. Then click on this one, that is normal one over here. This is the normal Excel book. So you'll go back to the normal view. Next it says insert 2 new rows between row 12 and 13. So just click on row 13 over here, and then right click, click on insert. Again right click, click on insert. That's how you create the two new rows between the rows 12 and 13. Fine. Next question is in A14, enter the title Goa Elephant Sanctuary. So A14 is this one. Just type it here. Okay. It says merge A14 to H14. So you are going to select from A14 to H14 and click on merge and center. After that it says format this cell so that the text is center aligned with a black 24-point serif font. Okay, it is center aligned right now and it's black. You have to make it 24 and serif. It is black, it is center, and now make it 24 points. It says serif. Serif is the one that has edges, the fancy one. Okay, as we have discussed before. So what we are going to do is we are going to choose from here. Let's set the rule that whenever they are going to say sans serif, we are going to select either Arial or Calibri. In case of serif, we are going to select from here Times New Roman. Fine, so let's make things simpler. So that's how it's going to be. Okay. Next is make the content of the cell in row 1 and 2, 15 and 16 bold and italic. So just select these rows, make it bold and italic. Similarly for row 15 and 16, make it bold and italic. Fine. In D17, enter a function to look up from the external file 1632jobs.csv the job description of the employee. Here in this case, we are going to use the VLOOKUP function, the formula, as it has hinted us that you have to look up, you have to enter the function to look up the value. Fine. So D17, before going for the formulas, just make sure you have opened the other file. So just go to the file tab here, file menu, click on open, browse, go to the location where your files are located, that's in the downloads, this one, and of course click on all files. It says jobs.csv, so that's the file, this one. Click on open. Now you have two files open. One is the job file, the other one is the file that you have saved by your name. Okay, now in D17 you have to look for job, or you have to enter the function over here that's going to give you job description. Okay, in VLOOKUP what happens is that you look for a specific value based on another values. Okay, like here in this case you have job code and job description. So let's understand this. If you know the job code here in this file, can you get the job description? Yes, if you know the job code, you can get the job description with the help of this file. So that's the use of VLOOKUP. Let's solve it now. Go to Formulas tab, go to Lookup and Reference, click on VLOOKUP. Now here it says what's the lookup value. Lookup value is the relative one. It is D17, so C17 is the one, this one. Now in this case, okay, fine. Next is a table array. Table array is located in another file, this one, jobs file. We are going to select from A2. Reason being because A1 is the title, so that's why we are going to select from A2 till the last one, till here, B23. Now next thing is column index number. Column index number is the one that you are going to show in the file, which means job code is already there. This is column number 1. Column A is column number 1. So of course you are going to enter here column index number 2 because that's what you are looking for, right? So you will write here numeric 2, and range lookup is false. As you can see here, true is for what? True is for the appropriate match, and false is for the exact match. We want the exact match, so we'll write here 0, or you can type here false. Same thing. Fine. Click OK. You can see here it came automatically, right? Fine. Next is now you can close this file, no need for this one. Next question is in E17 enter a function, okay, to look up from the pay grade table the annual pay rate for this employee. Fine, E17, and that is here. Pay grade table, here is the pay grade table, this one. They are saying look up for the annual salary for the pay grade from the pay grade table. Okay, we have pay grade here and we have pay grade here. So if we know the pay grade, we can find the pay rate, right? Fine. So in this case, what we're going to do is we are going to again use the VLOOKUP, but this time it is internal. Fine. So go for the lookup and reference. VLOOKUP. Lookup value is, as I said, the relative one. It is E17. So it's in this case it's going to be B17. Fine. What's the table array? Table array is starting from A1 to this one. Okay. Fine. After that, column index number 1 or 2, of course 2, because 1 we already have here, right? You can also do the same thing by another method, that is by defining this as the name, by defining this as the name, having the name manager. That we will discuss in another video. For now, just understand this, that you have to make a table. This is the table, okay, and column index number 2. Okay, range lookup is 0, as I said, false. Okay, now try to look at what will happen. In this case, if I try to replicate the formula, okay, you will see here that it has automatically shown everything. Fine, but in this case, if I try to replicate the formula, see what will happen. It shows us NA. What's the reason? The reason here is that if you see that here table, it shows you that the table has $A, $2, colon $B, $23. Whenever you are extracting or whenever you are trying to fetch any value from another file, it is always considered as absolute referencing. Okay, in this case, it is considering the table as relative reference. What does it mean? It means by the time you move to the next one, the table has shifted one row. See, every time the table is shifting one row, as we are moving down, the table is moving downwards. See, so what we have to do is we have to fix the table. We have to do what? We have to make this one absolute referencing by selecting this part and then making it F4. Press F4. Just make it F4. Okay, like this. Okay, $3, $A, $3, B, $12. So in this case, if I try to replicate the formula, it works out. See, if I click here, the table is fixed. Even if I move down, it will be fixed for this case. Okay, fine. So we were here in this case. Now let's continue. It says multiply this value by the works column. So whatever you have achieved here in this case, you have to multiply this value by the works column. Okay, fine. So we will edit the formula now. We have it here. We'll click at the end, then multiply. And then multiply with what? F17. So we'll type here F17. Okay, F17. Just to make you understand, let me just show you here. See, it is selecting F17, this one. Okay, fine. Now in G17, enter a formula to display full time if work columns contains 1, not started if works column contains 0, part time if not 0 or 1. Okay, so also here they have hinted us that we are going to use the if function, if. Okay, in G17. How we are going to do that? Let's see here. We are going to go for logical if function. Now it says if works column, that is F17 in this case, okay, the relative one, if it contains 1, yani if it is F17 is equals to 1, then it should be what? It should be full time. See, it says if it is 1, if the value is 1 in the works column, then it should display full time. Fine, so we'll type here full time. Okay, in another case, now we have two conditions still remaining. So whenever you have these kind of scenarios where you have more conditions remaining, then in that case, what you are going to do is you are going to click on this one. You'll click here in the false condition first and then click on here fx. Click on it, again go for logical and then go for if. Can you see here it is if condition and then you have if function again here. You have two if formulas in this case because two more conditions were remaining, right? Okay, again you are selecting what? Again you are going to select F17. This time equals to what? It says if it is equals to 0. If it is equals to 0, then what? Then not started. Not started. Okay, what else? Then the last one is if it is not 0, if it is not 1, that is the false. Either it's not 1, it's not 0, then the false condition, which means part time. Okay, the false condition value is false, which means part time, right? Okay, then click OK. Okay, you can see here it says full time, right? Next question is in H17, enter a formula to calculate the weekly wage in rupees rounded down to the nearest paisa. 1 rupee is equals to 100 paisa, 1 year equals to 52 weeks in H17 over here. In H17, you have to give the weekly wages. If you know the annual salary, can you get the weekly wage? Of course, yes. They have given you the hint here. 1 year is equals to 52 weeks. Okay, in this case, what you will do, you will first use the formula round it down because they ask us to round down as well. So click on mathematics and trigonometry, click on round down. What's the number? The number is annual salary, that is E17 in this case, divided by 52 because 1 year has 52 weeks. Okay, this is the value. This is the value that you can see, the number that we get, but it says round down to the nearest. Okay, so we'll type here 2 and then click OK to get 2 decimal places. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to replicate the formula and just hold and drag. Similarly, do the same thing, just you can double click also over here or just hold and drag as you like. Okay, here it says the same thing. I think we forgot to do that. Just make it absolute referencing by pressing F4, or you can manually do that. Fine, now replicate this formula also. It works. Replicate this formula as well. It works as well. Okay, this is created because we have here, so you can just remove this. Okay, weekly wages, just hold and drag. It is also done. Fine, no need for this one. Next is in H48, enter a function to add the total weekly wages. So you have to just have the total function there, that is the sum function here, H48. So I'll just delete this one first and then go to auto sum, click on sum. You will see it is showing you the cells that are selected. Click just click enter. Apply appropriate formatting to all cells. So what we are going to do is we are going to make this as the table. Try not to select this one because this is the total. It should be outside the table. So we are going to format these as table till here, and of course not this one because this is the title. So just go to home tab, make it as a table, format as a table. Just choose any one of them. My table has header, click OK. Similarly, do the same thing for this one. Make sure you are not selecting the pay grade table title. Okay, that should be outside. Click here, select any one of them, click my table has header and click OK. Fine. After this it says sort the weekly wage table into descending order of annual salary. Descending order of annual salary. So this is the annual salary. Make it, click here on this arrow, descending order, largest to smallest. Then it says then ascending order of job description. Ascending order. So job description is here. Click here and then ascending order A to Z. Click on it. Fine. After that it says save and print the spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure your name, center number, candidate number are entered in appropriate place on your spreadsheet. So you have to go to the home to the formulas tab. Click on show formulas here. Now the text here is not fully visible, so make sure you click on this arrow and then double click on the separators. It will auto adjust the width of the cell. Fine. After that it says it should be landscape orientation, rows and columns are headings are displayed and contents are fully visible. Fine, just click on file, click on print, click on this page setup, then click on sheet, then click on rows and column heading displayed. This one you can see here it doesn't show A, B, C, D as the column and the 1, 2, 3, 4 as the rows. Now it will show after clicking OK. So you can see here it's visible now. Orientation has to be landscape, so make sure it is a landscape and then you will print. This is how you're going to print all these pages. Fine. After this it says make sure that you have entered the center number, candidate number and name also on your spreadsheet showing the formulae. Okay, in this case they are asking you print out one. Make sure you have entered the center number, name, candidate number on your spreadsheet showing the formula. So just go to insert tab, go to header and footer, and here in this case you can just write on the right hand side your name, center number. Let's take an example. The center number is SA181 and candidate number is 9999 or whatever the candidate number or center number was. So in this case I'm going to take center number as ZZ9999 and the center number will be 9999. Okay, then just go to the normal spreadsheet, and when you print it will show you the name also, the name, center number and candidate number. Fine. After this it says change the data so that origin data works 0.6 of a week. Okay, fine. So you do not have to change the cell that contains the formula, you have to change these values. So in this case they are asking you to look for origin data that works for 0.6 of the work. So origin data is here, this one, just make it 0.6. You will see that this value will be changed, it will become part-time. Okay, similarly they're asking you Rujul Ranjan works full-time. So Rujul Ranjan works full-time, it means you can search from here as well, you can look for Rujul, okay, or you can manually do so as well. Like so Rujul Ranjan is here, it says he's working for full-time. Full-time means 1, right? Works column contains 1, so we'll write here 1 and then enter. Do not type here manually full-time, that's wrong because it will edit the formula. Just type here 1, it will change it automatically. After that it says Pravar Subramanya works 0.8 work of work in the works column. So Pravar Subramaniam is here 0.8 and that's part-time. Now save and print the spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure printout fits on the single page. Contents are fully visible. Make sure that you have entered your name, center number, candidate number on the spreadsheet showing the values. Okay. So fine. The values are fully visible. Just make sure you are clicking here and then double click on the separator so that the values are cell width is adjusted. Then Control P or file, go to print. Then it says print on a single page. This is the single page, this one, print on a single page, and then you will print. Make sure you have header containing your name, center number and candidate number. Okay, and here you have file path and file name. Okay, we missed out that we have to have the currency here. As you can see here in the question that it says it should have the rupee symbol or INR. So make sure you double check the work before printing. So in this case what we can do is we can just have the currencies. This one, this is currency, just make it currency from here, and 2 decimal places of course as it says, and then from here you can just choose the currency symbol. Make sure it is Indian rupees or INR. You can just look for the symbol here. Yeah, so here it is, this one, just select it, click OK. The same thing you will apply over here as well. Just make it change from here, make it currency, 2 decimal places as it says. Choose from here, the symbol should be Indian rupees, so we'll make it English Indian, this one. Fine. Pay rate, make sure this one is also currency, and similarly for this case, and that is this one. Click OK. After you have this, then you can just do the printing task, which was print 1 and print 2. Print out 1, print out 2 and print out 3. All of this should have make sure you have the currency symbol displayed. Fine, that's it in the video. I hope you like it. Make sure to like the video and make sure to study well. Thank you for watching it.